I landed my first client with zero experience, no connections, no portfolio, nothing. But this one decision changed everything for me, and it can change everything for you too. Hey, what's good, YouTube? My name is Shiva. I'm a Dallas-based filmmaker, and I own a creative agency as well. I produce videos for businesses and for personal brands. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the steps I took in order to land my first client and other clients, and hopefully these steps are going to help you land clients as well. Just to be very clear, this is not like some fictional stuff that at the end I'm going to ask you to go subscribe or pay for this course or that. It's just things that I personally applied and it worked for me. And I think I believe if you apply these same things, it's gonna work for you as well. So just stick with me throughout the video and keep watching as I drop every step I apply. So the very first step I applied in order to land like my first client was do free work. And usually people will tell you to do free work on the internet, but they will never tell you how to do free work. And it's definitely going to be stupid to just wake up and just go out there and do free work without purpose. Personally, what worked for me was I had to pick the type of free work I wanted to do, who I wanted to work with, and eventually I converted that person. And it was easy as I know I wanted to work with businesses, so I knocked on several doors, and some people are definitely going to say no. And I knocked on a couple of businesses and they said no, because they thought I was going to charge. And finally this lady opened her doors to me and she was like, you know what, let's do it. And after doing the shoot, I made sure I treated the shoot as an actual paid project. So I did it extremely well. I attached some clips, I don't know, but I did it extremely well, to the best of my ability, and she loved it. And eventually they converted that free work to something that was paid, and I got a recommendation as well, although the recommendation never became fruitful. But I believe it's due to like the work I did. It was just like, you could get more out of this. So to me that was pretty good, but that wasn't enough. But it was a good foundation for me to be able to like build my portfolio and show more of what I can do professionally. And this leads me to my second step, which is to get feedback and want to grow from that feedback. And how I went about getting feedback from my projects was talking to the client, and I asked them questions like, did they like it, what did they not like, and what would they want to improve, and how did this shoot or the outcome help their business. And I think with that, I specifically wanted to get the criticism, not only for myself, but also like, I feel like it helps me to know how to deal with the type of clients I wanted to work with. And at the same time, it was, very pivotal for my growth process. And usually people will ask for feedback, but they are not, open to receive feedback. And I believe for myself, it was one of the best, things that helped me to like grow or gain more clients, because now getting feedback from this client, I was aware of, the type of mistakes I'll avoid when I know I'm gonna get another person to work for. And yeah, but getting that feedback was amazing. And I used this system, I used this particular step with every client I work with, and I always ask them for feedback. And I think that's what helped me to specifically grow more as I work with more clients. But it's gonna lead me to my third step, which is building a portfolio. And building a portfolio was something that was very interesting for me, because at the start I remember just creating a website and just dumping everything on there, but it was never really fruitful. And I think I know why. Do you know why? I can't be asking you, but I think I know why.
What?
And I believe it was because I had every type of project on my portfolio, which really did not serve anyone. It's like you're, how they say, jack of all trades, or something to learn.
Bro, really?
I don't know what I'm saying right now, but the moment I decided to, build a portfolio that represented the type of businesses or clients I wanted to work with, it helped me more because that portfolio is going to be out there right on the internet. So people are going to see it and they're going to reason, okay, I see this work, this is someone I want to work with, and potentially opens the door for you. And I think for me, it was important to create a portfolio of the type of business I wanted to work with. And usually people probably advise you to go have like 20 videos, 50,000 pictures on your website, which is gonna just help slow the fuck out of your website. But for me, I put max 5 like high quality projects on the website, and that helped me to like stand out specifically with the business I work with. And I remember knocking on certain doors and they'll ask, do you have a portfolio? Do you have projects you've worked with? And I just show them the QR code, boom, 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 and they scan and boom. They see, the type of projects that align with their business. And that gave them confidence to even want to start a conversation, which I think is very, very important. But your portfolio can become very useless if you don't make it accessible. And I think a way of making your portfolio accessible is what's going to lead me to my next point, the fourth point actually, which is branding and introducing yourself. And like the saying goes, people are going to treat you how you treat yourself, or how you dress is how you're gonna be, respected. And I think it boils down to the same thing when it comes to like you branding yourself and putting yourself out there in the market. And I think for me specifically, when I just started, I just used to go around and say, hey, hi, I can shoot this for you. If you looked at my business profile, I was just anyhow, but I had to take the time to brand myself, put it on my bio, something that's related to filmmaking, or my agency page, or what I do for clients. So once you get to that page, okay, this is, creative agency, this is a filmmaker, this is a photographer. And that way, I think it gave people confidence to like know they're dealing with someone serious. And apart from that, I think it was also important for me to physically and verbally carry that on myself. So anywhere I went to, anyone I interacted with, I always made sure like I was well put together. For sure, I'm always well put together. You look at my Instagram, you see for yourself, I was well put together. And I always introduce myself as a filmmaker, and this is what I do, this is what I do. And I'll give you a prime example. Hey, it was nice meeting you, man. Or hey, my name is Williams, and I'm a Dallas-based filmmaker. I work with businesses, to help them create videos that can gain them more exposure, bring their business some more business. And as simple as that, that might not be the best marketing pitch, but I just had to like, improvise that on the spot. And pretty much, I think improvising on the spot always helped me, But just as simple as that, it helped people to refer to me as the guy with the agency, the filmmaker guy. He can dress, his profile looks legit. And if you have a portfolio, you have some projects, you present yourself well, you brand yourself well, you introduce yourself properly, I think you get the ripple effect. You know where I'm going to, like you get it. And that's of course, was very important, because usually humans are visual beings, Dalton Thomas says we gotta see to believe, you feel me? But yeah, I think, with the 4 points I've mentioned so far, you can already get like how it's possible for you to grow and get clients, which is a point of this video. But I think one and the most important aspect of getting and keeping clients, which is my 5th point, is knowing your prices and what to charge. And on the internet, people are usually just gonna, encourage people to charge this, or just check your area. If people are charging $200, charge $200 an hour. or whatever, or per project. But I think it has to boil down to an individual. At the end of the day, you have to calculate, certain costs, your equipment, your time, your gas, whatever it is, that's a business expense to you. And you also have to be realistic, according to your skill level. Are you a beginner? Are you a professional already? And you gotta be honest, because sometimes clients will notice, they will look at your work and be like, okay, this guy is just starting out. And you don't want them to immediately run away because you decided to give them a price which you're not yet there. And what I did was give out a realistic price to what I charged people, what I knew I was still at the level that, so I wasn't a professional yet, and I charged a base as a beginner. And I think that gave them the freedom to want to start working with me because they knew what they were gonna get, and the price was pretty good. And eventually, once I started doing better in terms of like my quality of work, I started to charge more as well, which I never got like a pushback. I mean, with certain people you get pushbacks for sure, but I never really got pushbacks. And when you don't get pushbacks, and when you charge comfortably and you're happy with your pricing, you deliver good work, it boosts your confidence more. It really boosts your confidence more. And I believe this is where you just, keep flying. You don't even slow down. You're confident to like land more clients, because with this first person, it worked. And if we have to compound all the points I've been talking about, you can begin to really understand how this will work for you. And I really hope people are understanding and gaining the value from what I'm saying. But it can really get crazier, especially when you blow and you start getting more work and you can get overwhelmed. But this is truly like how I landed, my first client. And yeah, but also the truth is there's a lot of things I can do better or I can do differently in order to like keep improving and join the club of the creatives or the filmmakers that get way more clients. And I'm gonna drop 4-5 points that I'm personally going to be implementing. And also, if you're already like where I'm at, even if you're not there, you might as well just do it too, because it doesn't hurt, right, to keep improving. And it's nothing too complicated. I just think, especially going into the new year 2026, I just have to be aggressive on networking more, posting more consistently, be very confident on like my pricing. Not that I'm not confident, but I have to charge like at my level right now. And very importantly, also niche down quicker, which is something I believe I've been slow on, my niche. I just have to like, because see, working with businesses, what type of businesses do I want to really work with? And is it restaurants? Is it plumbers? Is it corporate businesses? Is it coffee shops? It just depends. And I think niching down helps me to efficiently like grow. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you're a filmmaker, if you own a creative agency, if you're a freelancer and you want to grow, get more clients, or you're looking for your first client in general, go back, watch the video, follow every step by step, and it's gonna work for you. That's all I can say, and you can come back in the comment section. You can go in the comment section, let me know your thoughts. And if you need help in the comment section as well, get down there, let me know in the comment section. I don't know what I'll say. But also, if you want more tips on how to get more clients, grow your creative video agency or your creative agency in general, let me know in the comment section, or let me know what you want to know, what questions you have. And I'm definitely going to be creating more videos on this, and I'm going to be responding to your comments and possibly another video. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and drop a comment section, and I'll see you guys on the next one.